Hello, wine-drinking people. It's Thursday, June 10th. As you can see, I'm already on vacation. And we just got a few more days to make it through, a few more videos, and then I'm going to be out of here next week, so we will have radio silence all next week when I'm gone in Costa Rica. But these guys will still be here if you guys are thirsty. Flavio and Cheech are holding down the fort. Okay, now for what I drank yesterday. We had a good day in the store yesterday. We had quite a few suppliers stopping by, and it seems like people have woken up. They were off like the week before, and then now they're starting to hit me in droves right before I leave for vacation. But some good wines yesterday. We started out with JT. JT brought by a few things, some 2007 Rhones that were very good. La Ferme du Mont, a Côte de Rhône, which you guys have heard me talking about this 2007 vintage, man. You can close your eyes and point and get good wines in 2007 from the Southern Rhone. So two really nice wines, and one a very nice value, that little Côte de Rhône at under 20 bucks. The Chateauneuf de Pape, excellent, but getting a little pricey there in the $70 and over price range. Okay, thank you, JT, for stopping by with those. And then we had some wines from Robert Mondavi Winery, Franciscan. Icon Estates is the group that they stopped by with. Some wines that are represented by this. Mount Veeder we know very well, and everything is pretty good in this group, and everything is on sale. I'm going to use my quiet voice here. We can't give you the prices over the email because they're so low. But we will put the price on there. I'm just kidding. But right now they have some great deals on these Robert Mondavi wines, and we're going to pass them on to you. That's right, folks. And they're good for the next couple weeks, so don't worry. These deals are not going to go away overnight. But I can tell you some very good wines. We started out with the Robert Mondavi Chardonnay, just the Napa label. This is 2007. You've heard me talk about 2007, a great vintage for Chardonnay. This wine had some lovely lemon drop candy, green apple, just a little bit of light toasty oak to it. Very clean and bright style of Chardonnay. And as I mentioned before, 2007, an excellent vintage. Check out the price on the email. And then Franciscan Cuvée Sauvage, this wine, very big and oaky. If you like that oaky style of Chardonnay, not my favorite style, you may like this wine. Also 2007 vintage. Robert Mondavi Merlot up next. And the stuff under the Mondavi label, still a little more on the understated and elegant side. Very drinkable, savory wines, wines that are great with food, which is what Robert Mondavi was all about. Wine is a part of your lifestyle, your daily living. And this Merlot, lovely black cherry fruit, some red plum also in this, with notes of fine herbs and a little milk chocolate from Stag's Leap and from their original Tokelon vineyard there, where the winery is. Smooth berry, plum-like fruit on the tongue with silky tannins. One of the things Merlot is known for, it's more in the front of your mouth than the back of your mouth. A little bit of earth and tobacco spice on the finish, and again, lovely freshness on this wine. And then next up, we had the Napa Cab. This is a wine that's been getting 90 points from Parker the last couple of years. These wines were kind of panned by the press before that, well, by Parker in particular, because they're a little more lighter and understated, I think, and because someone probably wasn't explaining him the wines when he was drinking them. But this wine's got some lovely red currant, dried tobacco, dark chocolate spice, toasty oak. Really balanced style, as I mentioned before, of Napa Cab, with ripe and juicy currant black cherry fruit. Still has some nice tannic structure, as this 2006 vintage tends to be a little tannic, as it is very young, but still lovely freshness and nice balance. Again, we got a great price on this one. And then the 06 Mount Veeder, which is a wine you guys know very well. We've sold through almost 30 cases of this over the last week or so at 22 bucks. What a screaming deal we have on that. The Franciscan Magnificat. Here's a wine that used to be mostly Merlot. They've changed the blend to predominantly Cab, but it still has, I believe, all 5 Bordeaux varietals in it. A little over 50% Cab this year. Very big, a little more structured. And again, this wine was 2000. Oh, this is 2006 also. So very, very structured, very tannic. At the moment, needs a little time to come around, not as open as the Mondavi wines. So a good showing of stuff from Icon, Constellation Brands, whatever you want to call it, the largest wine group in the world. Oof. But putting out some pretty good wines. All right, next up we had Anthony from European Cellars with some Banshee wines. These are small production wines. They're made at Crush Pad, a custom facility in San Francisco. Some very high end fruit available out there in the open market. We're starting to see some private label stuff like this Banshee coming out. Very attractive prices. You could probably pay double or triple from fruit coming from the same vineyard sources as this wine. These are smoking little wines. Check them out. And then Pat was back. 2 sightings in one day? How does that happen? Okay, well, he brought some Joel Gott, a very popular label at the lower end, got the price spectrum from Napa Valley, another guy that's making some stuff with purchased juice, but some pretty good wines. And then we had the 05 Mount Veeder Reserve. If you guys want to try this, we still got some of the bottle open here. 05, a little more forward, not quite as tannic as 06, a little more drinkable. This wine was delicious, and we have a great price on this. And then one of my favorite wines, Zinfandel, the Ravenswood Dickerson. Actually, not too bad for a Zin, not too overly alcoholic or overly hot. And then we had one of the Hanna family in to finish out the day. Like I said, it was a big day yesterday in the store. And we tried the Sauvignon Blanc, the Chardonnay, a little more understated, lighter style of wines. And then the Cabernet from Alexander Valley, always been a very good deal, about 20% Merlot added to this Cabernet. And then the Bismarck Ranch. These wines are big, chewy, and delicious. We've had Bismarck in the store and done very well with the Merlot, the Zinfandel, and the Cab. Excellent stuff yesterday in the store. That's what I had to drink here at the Wine Watch. I'm your host, Andrew Lampazone, signing off, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.